My name is Kevette Kane. I am a lead gardener here at Nemas Gardens and the Chief Development Officer. And so today I'm actually going to show you how to make some okra water. So it is October and we have been harvesting okra from our gardens since September, actually since the end of August. And so we've got plenty of okra here that we're going to make some okra water with. And so our instructions call for about 4 to 6 pieces of okra. So I got 6. Some of them are larger. We've got a couple of small ones. And I'm just going to walk you through step by step. We need about 1 cup of water. We've got a jar that we're going to store them in overnight. And of course my cutting board and a knife. You want to be very careful when doing this at home. This is for 18 or over. I would say young ones, get your parents to help you with this, okay? So I'm going to take the okra and first just cut off the heads and the tips from both ends of the okra. That's tough. Okay. There we go. Awesome, and that's beautiful. You can see that fresh okra. There we go. Just got to put a little muscle into it. There we go. All right, so that's 2. This is number 3. The smaller ones are much more tender. Okay, so what happens, these larger ones have taken more time to grow on the vine. They tend to get a little tougher as they get larger, the longer they grow on the vine. So if you harvest them when they're about this size, which is I guess about 5 or 6 inches, then it's nice and tender and it's much easier to cut. There we go. You want to make sure that after you harvest them or when you bring them home from the store that you rinse them off, get all residue and dirt off of them because you don't want that in your water. And then so we're going to soak our pods in water after trimming the ends. We're going to place the okra in a glass jar, and you can use a bowl. I prefer to use this glass jar here. The mason jars work really well for us. So we're going to just take the top off of that, and we're going to place our okra in the mason jar. Place our okra in the mason jar here. All right, that's all 6 pieces. And then I've got about 2 cups of water here. It says about 1 cup of water, but because of my larger okra, I want to make sure that it gets covered. And so I'm going to just pour this water into the jar here. Then we're going to seal it and let it sit overnight. There. And I'm just going to seal this tight. Our instructions say to let it fuse for 8 hours. So I'm going to set this in the refrigerator and I'm going to let it sit overnight. It's going to be a little longer than 8 hours. After it has infused, we do our process. I'll come back so that you guys can see what that process looks like. And we're back again just a few days later. It's actually been about a week. So in our okra water instructions, if you'll go to nemasgardens.com, you'll see that it says you can wait 3 to 4 days, leave it refrigerated, and it will continue to do its special little thing here in this water. So we've waited a few days, about a week or so, more than the 3 or 4. We're going to see what happened with our okra water, if it created what we think it should have, okay? And let's see how slimy this turns out to be. Yay! Yep, it's a little thicker than regular water. I'm going to pour a little bit back in before I drink because I'm just going to taste it. I want to let you know what I think of it. And here we go. Okra water. Cheers. Oh, it's actually pretty good. It's not too thick and it has kind of a cucumber effect to it. But with all those nutrients and vitamins, I know my body's going to be very happy. So enjoy your okra water.